Okay, I haven't done this in a while. I think we are on today's stream. We are rearranging the office, getting ready for 2025, and it's getting something to look forwards to. Very exciting. Let me see. Okay, I see on the iPad the stream looks like it started. Let me go to Office Cam. And why is it not looking at me? Come back here, you little camera. Where is this? Preset 1. There we go. I don't know why. I had set up all the cameras. Let me see if camera 2 is in its right position. Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. Where's camera 2? Camera 2 is construction. Okay, so that stayed in place. Okay. So welcome back. I hope you all had a great holiday. We are 2 days away from New Year's Eve, which means that 2025 is right around the corner. I cannot believe that it's happened so soon. I just want to say hello to Darth. You're already online, which is cool. One of my biggest interactive supporters. And I have to say that part of what I'm doing today, or showing you, and well, you're watching what I'm going to be doing, is partly due to Darth, because he is following, we're doing the Death Star together, and he's following my plans, but he's working way too fast, and way faster than I am, so I have to catch up with him now, which is funny. And anyhow, so what I've been doing is revamping the office for next year, for the continued construction of the Death Star that we're doing, and all the boring stuff like removing the shelving and vacuuming and getting rid of all the cat hairs and everything like that. That's all done. So now we're up to the fun part, right? So anyhow, so before I start getting deep into this new stream, which is over 2 weeks since the last one, I think that I did. I think even longer than that, 20 days maybe? I had planned it for the 12th, and we're the 30th, so maybe 2 weeks or so. With the holidays, it's crazy. So let me start the intro, and then I'll get right back to you. I'm going to check my button here. My name's Frank Diorio, for those of you who don't know, which I think is not very many people, and you're watching DioramaWorkshop.com. And we are back. This microphone, I'm not making the same mistake as I usually do, which is leave the microphone mute and then have Darth have to tell me, Frank, your microphone's off again. Okay, I got my water. We're ready to start. So I hope you had nice holidays. Did you get lots of Star Wars presents? I don't know. Maybe Santa brought you some cool stuff. So what I've been up to is if you look behind my head over here, where's my finger? There, see this? This is a test I did last year. Well, a couple of weeks ago. And what I did is that, if you remember, I think it's 2 years now, that's how fast time passes, I made the entire maquette of the Death Star wall. I think I have a photo here. Okay. This. Okay? So all of this is what my wall behind me will look like when my project is finished. But I made every single room in maquette version, which is Lego size, because I wanted to know where each room would fit, where I could position it in relation to the other, and all the different things like that. So what I did is I took a photo. In the case of this one over here, I took a photo of this room over here, Destruction of Alderaan, and then I blew it up from this size. Well, this is the red control room. But I take the maquette, I take a photo of this, and then I blow it 2.5 scale back to normal size, and then I it doesn't fit on a 8 by 11 sheet, so I have to collage it and tape it together to give me this this mini poster. So my idea is, I saw that worked really well, and it makes a cool little background, and it helps me to see in my brain what the true scale will look like, because maquette looks nice, but it doesn't, when we're building. I had my friend come over a couple of weeks ago, and I showed him the plan of the red room, and Steven said, "Oh my God, it's that big!" Like, he didn't expect it to be that huge. So that's going to help me know where all the things work. It's not going to be 100%, it might be a centimeter off or different things like that, but it's going to help know where all the pieces go. And they're going to be temporary placements, obviously. And so when I finish the construction of an actual room, well, that will go and cover the area of the little mini poster. Does that make sense? I think it's a cool idea. So we are going to do that next couple of days as well. Obviously, holidays puts sort of like a, how do you say, like a speed bump in normal plans of construction and stuff like that, because you have all the family dinners, all of the holiday parties, all the different things. So it's hard to keep everything in order. That's why I'm way behind. I thought that the red room would be completed before January 1st, but obviously it's not, because of all of the different things that we've been doing. So what we are going to be doing today, let me show you the construction camera first, because if you remember what the room looked like, I had a big table behind me that had all of my prototypes and all this stuff like that. It was a huge junk, not junk, but it was a messy, untidy. And then in the other corner over here, I had sort of those Home Depot shelves where my Cricut was, and the Death Star has been laying on it and different things like that. So because Darth was getting advanced so well and his pictures look so cool, I said, okay, I have to start catching up to him a little bit. So I am starting to place my scenes where they're supposed to be, as in relation to my little thing. So we have, these are built. The trash compactor is built. Darth Vader's and Ben Kenobi is built. So we're going to be putting all that together. And yesterday I started doing that, last night. And then I said, I'm going to stop and I'm going to wait till I do it in the stream, because it's something that you might be interested in looking at and find interesting. So that's what we're doing today to start. So let me change the camera and just explain it a little more before we get started. So if I go to my construction camera over here, and I'll take the joystick controls. So this is my messy table where I stopped last night. So if I go over here, so this is the poster I made of the collage of the docking bay. So that's the actual size of what the docking bay will look like once it's completed. Now, an actual figure, as you know, is the size of this. So this is very, very big. It's over 200 centimeters, I think it is, or something like that. I forget what the exact size, but it's 2 full sheets of foam core. And so this gives you like a more fun something to look at than the white wall. And so I took the table that I had here, cleared it all out, which gives me this room to display this. And if I move my joystick over here and move it up into the corner, there we go. So I went on the weekend and I bought, it almost looks like Adam West Batman with the camera angle like that. I can move the camera around, but I can't change the tilting. So that's a little odd, but anyhow. So over here you see all my prototypes that I have so far. The red room, this is the actual wall that we played with the LEDs. Below it is Destruction of Alderaan maquette. Then there's some elevators, some closets, the white room over here, detention blocks, some of the windows. But mainly this unit I bought because I wanted a space to put my cricket machine and stuff like that, and put it out of the way of the floor here, because where you see the Death Star on the floor is actually where it's going to be, the final position. And I don't, do you guys see the cursor when I'm moving the cursor around? Because I'm trying to explain with the cursor, but you might not be seeing the cursor in the picture. Let me look at the iPad. I don't see a cursor moving around, so maybe I'm doing that for nothing, but except for talking to myself. But anyhow, so the where the diorama is at the moment is where the cricket was and taking up all that space. So I moved that to the side, and now I'm able to put the diorama and start building it the way it's supposed to. Now, what I did yesterday also is I attached. Darth had warned me that it putting too many strings together would cause dimming of the LEDs, which is exactly what happened. But I had used those little snap attachments to attach to the two floors of the Death Star, the bottom and the middle Death Star hallways, basic hallways. Attach the LEDs together to use one power source, and I tried attaching the third one, but then everything dimmed too much. So then I used a separate power cord, power cord for the third one on the third level, and I attached that one with the trash compactor ceiling. So at least I have still using multiple plugs and don't have to have like 20 plugs for 20 rooms. I want to try to limit that. I know Darth is using a lot of batteries and stuff in his, which is cool and it works, but I'm afraid of like how I'm gonna, if I use batteries, how I'm gonna reach the batteries once the whole thing is stacked up, 12 levels high and different things like that. So anyhow, so now what I'm doing today, the first thing I'm doing that you see on the table is I put 1/1 scale panels. At least I didn't need to print the whole thing and waste ink and paper and foam core. I'm just using, I want to have the exact width because I need to know how much to cut for the, over here, if I go down to the right and put it back in center. Oh, this joystick is very sensitive. There we go. So I need to know where to cut on the floor for the Darth Vader Ben Kenobi thing to be able to push the trash compactor level parallel to the three hallways here, so that I'm able to see what it looks like when it's stacked together. So that's what we're going to do first, and then we're going to place on the floor here the wall with the proper angles, 45-degree angles, and I want to know exactly where the things fit properly so that I know exactly where to go. So Darth said, oh yeah, that's right. You'd put the batteries in the consoles, not the actual, for the ceilings you still use the plugs, right? I think that's what you did. The thing that's fun with Darth is we're exchanging almost daily information. Let me go back to Office so you can see my pretty face. We go back not face to face, but like in private messages daily, inspiring ourselves and showing different tips and stuff like that. And Darth is like finding tricks or different new techniques that I wasn't thinking of to improve on my design, which is cool. Which is, since he's doing it ahead of me, I'm going to be using the things that he figured out that work better than my original plans in order to put those in the final plans that you guys are going to be using in order to build the rooms that from the tutorials that I'm going to be posting later on. If that makes any sense. I'm not used to talking so much and my mouth is all dry. Okay, so let us get to construction, shall we? I'm going to put my iPad over there. I'll be glancing time to time if you say hello in the chat or something, so that I can respond to your messages. And if not, just pop in, have a look, come back later if you're bored. That's the whole point of this fly on the wall. Oh, the last thing I'm going to say before we start is you're not lazy, Darth. You're far from lazy. I think that if I compare our progress, I'm the one who's more lazy than you are these days. This starts the holiday preview week. So normally the live streams go into Patreon only archives for the paid members to view. But until January 5th or 6th, or whenever that first week of January ends, that these videos will stay public forever, so that you'll be able to get an idea of, oh, these are cool. I think I'm going to join Patreon, so I'll be able to catch up all the different things. And we are changing the tiers and some surprise things over there at Patreon as well for the new year. I'm still finalizing all the details and stuff like that. I can give you a preview of one of the new perks is Discord, and for the moment it's like Chinese to me, and so I have to learn all about that in order to be able to interact with you guys even more. So that's going to be a fun thing for 2025, but I'm getting away from the subject, which is the construction. So let me change the camera back to over here, construction screen. Okay, I'm going to put the preset over there. Okay, so for the moment, I'm not going to put the tracking on because sometimes it goes too crazy. I'm just going to move this to where you'll be able to see what I'm doing. That looks well centered. Okay, I'm going to be talking backwards, which means I'm going to have to move the camera sound up a little bit so that you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. I'm going to start by moving the iPad first and placing it. Where should I place it? I'm going to place it over here. There's so much clutter on this desk, which is one of the reasons I want to finish building this so that I can clean the desk to do other things. Okay. My hot glue is positioned. You have a nice view of my bald spot that's developing on my hair. I'm so self-conscious about that, but that's what happens, I guess, when you reach old age man years. Okay, so see, I have more posters here that I want to put, but before we do this, we have to finish doing this construction. So first, what I have to do is, these are the 1:1 scale walls that I was telling you about, and I don't need to have these. These are in the way for now. Let me put them over here. Okay. Oh, and I have my computer glasses. I have computer glasses and construction glasses, and construction glasses make me see clearly when I'm up close, and the computer glasses is so I can see clear on the screen. And sometimes I'm building with the computer glasses still on, and I find myself looking at a blurred paper and wondering why my eyesight is so bad until I figure out that it's the camera. Or not the camera, but the eyeglasses. Okay, let me put the sound up a little bit more. Okay, do you guys hear me clear like this? Let me see. Darth, let me know if you can understand, if I need to shout louder, or if you understand or what I'm doing over here when I'm talking. Is it a good level for you to hear? So I just need to cut all these things. This is, wall, Kenobi wall 1 and 2. This one connects to, we'll have to connect to here, so I have to remember that. Put those away, or further away. Okay, so I'm going to just cut these. And I think by the way that I put the camera, you should be able to see what I'm doing over here. I think so. I'm looking at the iPad and it looks good. Okay, so. I know the delay. We can't help the delay. That's YouTube or the joys of streaming. But is my level okay? Can you hear me? You say it's better now? I boosted the microphone so that the sound when my voice is hitting the walls and then bouncing back over there into the computer, because the microphone is at my desk behind my head, so my mouth obviously is not speaking into the microphone. But if I turn my head and look at the screen, then it becomes too loud and you will go deaf. So let me just cut these. This is what I was starting to do yesterday, and I said, you know what, this is the kind of thing that I wanted to create the live streams for, in order to give you advantage of seeing what I'm doing. Even if it's boring to some people might say, oh, what is he doing today? Oh, that's what he's doing. That's what the live streams are for. And to chat with you guys as well. Okay. Yesterday it was funny because I was starting to do some builds there, and I sent a message to Darth. We were chatting on Messenger, and the first thing I did was I measured wrong, which, you know, they say measure twice or measure 4 times and cut once. And so I screwed that up. And then right after I told Darth that I screwed up, I went to do another cut, and I cut again the wrong amount by, like, I was off by 2 millimeters or something. I was so angry at myself. Okay, so these 2 pieces connect. What was that? Okay, these 2 pieces connect over here. So I am first going to put a piece of Scotch tape. And then I made, here. I made Darth Revenge is sending me messages that I cannot read while I'm streaming. Okay, so I'm going to attach this. I'm just going to I want to make sure that this stays straight, so I'm going to just put some glue here. And then press hard on this. Just like that. Okay, and then I cut these little pieces to be my guides. However, I do have the real one at the bottom there that I might not need this, but anyway, I'll put one anyhow. I'm gonna bring this closer. I think over here by my scissors. Put this. Okay. And then where's my floor? Okay, so it has to be flush. Flush over here at the base. And then I'll use one more. Okay, put this aside. Darth, I'm curious to see what you wrote to me. I'm back. Garth, I looked at your photo. I thought it was something important. Okay, this wall is huge. I have 1 piece, 2 piece. Oh, this is wall 2. Wall 2, 1. Hold on. Side wall. Side wall 3. Side wall 1, side wall 2. So these are together. And then wall 2, this one, is these pieces. Okay, so that's one part. Okay. Let me cut this first. Not burn myself. I should find some free streaming music so we can have a bit of music in the background while I'm doing this. Usually when I work alone without filming, I put music on because it passes the time a little faster. This. This over here. Okay. Now this piece. I'm using some old cardboard stock because I didn't want to waste foam core just to do this temporary test there. But this Falcon Bay is going to be massive. And it's not even the full thing because I would not be able to fit that in my office. Well, I probably could, but then I wouldn't have any space for my desk or to do anything else. Okay. This goes here. Like that. Scotch tape. One of the glue panels. Ow! I don't know if I cut myself or burned myself. I gave myself a nasty paper cut the other day right here. Right in the fold. It's been a long time since I did that. Okay, now I need to put these aligned at the bottom. Just make double sure I'm aligning properly. Yeah, okay. And then here. I think one more will be enough. I don't think I need 4. Let's put that there. Okay, let that dry. Over here. Okay, now I need to cut this. This is the side wall, or the wall that's facing us, which is the biggest wall for the docking bay. Has 2 alcoves. You know what's really cool, Darth, is that these alcoves before were never lit, but now with our lighting techniques, with the fiber optics and all that, I'm going to be adding so many lights in those to make it look like the movie. It's going to be really cool. And when C-3PO and R2 were hiding inside the alcove there, they would be in the shadows because it wasn't lit before, but now I'm going to use my Cricut and I'm going to light up the ceiling and the sides there. I'm going to have lots of barrels and crates to make though, in order to do that. Okay, one panel. If I'm not talking, it's because I'm concentrating. And if I see you make a comment, then you'll hear me speak to you. But if not, just enjoy watching what I'm making. Actually, I put this in the trash yesterday, but I think I'm going to use it to do a 45-degree angle. Well, I could use a bigger piece, but I think it's big enough. If not, then I'll remake the thing here. I'm just going to put this aside for now. Pretty much straight this already. Okay, so this is 15.5 reaches there. 15.5 is here. There's my 45-degree corner. 45. Okay. Put this out of the way. I miss my Montreal workshop. I had a whole basement area all to myself, and we had made a table out of 2 sheets of 4x8 plywood. So it was 8 feet by 16 feet. Oh, it was beautiful. And it was on wheels. You could roll it around, make room. That was a cool part of the loft that I miss a lot. Okay, so now if I look at this, this is the right side, and then this is connected here like this. Might as well take advantage of my square guides here. And Scotch tape that. Take one of my joints there. Then apply this. The most boring part of hot glue is waiting for it to cool down so you can move on to other things. Dar says, okay, if I completely change the layout of my room, I can gain 27 centimeters for the bay. Given the size of the Falcon, it could be interesting. Do you have the BMF Falcon, Darth? Or are you using the original mini, smaller version, Hasbro? My BMF barely fits in the dimensions that I'm doing. Okay, so then there's the blast door. Then I have two in the docking bay. And then this. So this connects this way. Like so. By the way, I posted a poll on Patreon. There's a day left. It's on till New Year's. I appreciate if you go and answer the questions, put your feedback, because Patreon is all about you guys as well, and I want to give you the best bang for your buck. So any participation on your side is very welcome. Dark says my vintage one is planned for the Death Star. Okay, the vintage is the smaller one, right? The BMF was, I don't know if BMF was twice as big as vintage, but vintage is cool. Oh, BMF for Death Star, it is. Okay, my vintage one is planned for Hoth base. Okay, that makes sense. You have two. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to use BMF for this thing. Okay, so I need to... Where's my little supports that I cut there yesterday? Over here, 1, 2. Oh, I need to trim those a little bit. I need to cut this to size 1, 2. When you do many cuts, you almost don't need a ruler anymore. For long sections, yes. But for smaller ones, it's easy to do straight lines. Do I want to keep this? I'll put it in the little bin here. Okay, I want to glue this over here to this side. At the bottom. One more, I might as well use it. Place it here. Okay, so all of my little ruler things are done. And so did I need, I don't think I needed the the glue gun. I don't think I need the glue gun anymore. I'm going to unplug the glue gun. Put it away in its little corner. Okay. Now, let that glue. I am going to be going over there. So I'm going to move the camera around. Let me play with the camera. Hey Bree, how are you? I just didn't even notice you pop in until now. How are you? Bree says, have you thought about adapting some of your designs for the Micro Galaxy? Bree, that's so funny you mentioned that. I will be, I don't know if you follow the Facebook or not. I will be placing a photo of one of my fans. Let me see if I remember it well so I don't make a fool of myself here. Okay. Now, I'm going to probably screw up his name pronunciation, but I think it's, well, I know it's not Georgie, even though it's Gyo with 2 dots on it, so I don't know if, I think that's Swedish, is it? And then it's pronounced some other way. So it could be Georgie Toth or Georgie. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, but he took my designs actually, and he did my Hoth and brought it down to 1-inch scale. I showed Darth in a private message, and we both were bowing down to Georgie because we were going like, oh my God. First of all, my fingers are too... let me see, go back to here. My fingers are too chunky to work in that small scale. And but he took my decals and shrunk them, and it looked really, really cool. I'll be posting that. He gave me permission, so I'll be after the stream. I'll be posting it on Facebook so that you could see what it looks like. At the moment, there's no way, because I haven't connected my screen unless I would go to Photoshop. Is my Photoshop camera open? Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this done. Okay, that looks that it's kind of working. Let me see if I open my Photoshop. There, I'm opening the Photoshop. And let me see if I go into... No, that's Dar. So let me go to George's message. Okay, here. I'm going to take this. Oh, is that going to... I don't even know what format that is. It's not a JPEG. Let me see if... well, it says I can download it. Okay. Where's my Photoshop? And now I lost my download folder. Oh, the joys of live. Let me download it again. The marker is missing. Okay, I thought so. There's no JPEG in it. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can... No, where did I put it? I can't find it now on my desktop. I think it's this one. Is it this? No. God. I need the second monitor like you, Darth, I think, is what I need. Okay, hold on a second. I need to put that here. Okay, I have to move things around. Where's his photo? That's a JPEG. It's the wrong one. But where did it go? I'm looking on my desktop. Let me reclose this. I have too many windows open. Bree, I'm doing this for you. So I hope you'll be impressed the way I was with the photo. Because it's like, oh my God. Okay, where did his photo go? I put it on my desktop and I don't see it now. Is it behind this? It's so small. No. I have a picture of Skeleton Crew. You guys watching Skeleton Crew? I know Darth hates it. I like it a lot. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay. Brian, yes. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, Brie, there is Brie. I've heard Brie, like Brie Larson, but I think she has a E at the end of her name. Cool, Brie. Or Brian. I should say Brian now that you told me. You'll see how bad I am with names. Yeah, my mom, I still have all of... They're up there. I still have all of the figures that my mom bought me. I was 13 in 77 when Star Wars came out. And she bought me most of the figures. I have everything except maybe 5 or 6 from the last wave. The wave with the Emperor guards and stuff like that. I never got those. But yeah, I still have them proudly on my little shelf there. And okay, let me get back to this. I'm trying to having trouble concentrating on two things at the same time, because that's what happens when you're 60 years old. The brain don't work like it used to. Okay, open file. Put it here. Oh, now it works as a JPEG. What the hell? Okay, that makes no sense that now it's working. Okay, I have to find the other picture that he sent me, because the other picture has... There it is. Okay, this is the one I wanted to show you to. Okay. So these two photos. Okay, this one is giving me the error that I was getting before. Oh, because I didn't download it. Okay, hold on. Download. There. Okay, so now I should be able to stick them in my Photoshop. If I open my Photoshop. One. Oh, come on. Oh, God. It says JPEG. What the hell? And it opens here, but it won't open in the Photoshop. Okay, what happens if I copy it? Copy. New. This is giving me a headache. I don't understand. I can't. There's one thing I can't stand is when technology... See, it doesn't even allow me to paste. When... Copy. There we go. God, that was complicated. I have to open it in Paint or whatever this thing is. I have to copy it from here. Then paste it here. Oh my God. Okay. All this. Anyway, what I was starting to say... Hold on a second. Let me go back to... Where's my streaming? Over here. OBS. There. What I was starting to say is that there's nothing more that bugs me, maybe the same for you guys, is when something that's supposed to take 10 seconds, like opening a JPEG, just took me 5 minutes because of the stupid technology sometimes. It just drives me nuts. Okay, so let me go back to the Photoshop. And so this is what... let me see. Again, I lost the page. So this is what Georgie created, and I'm going to zoom in. Where's the other? Okay, the two layers. Okay, I did zoom in. Okay, there, and then here, and then I'll zoom in for there. Okay, so this is what he did. All right, I'm going to close these because it's giving me a headache trying to remember where all the different things are. Where's my OBS? Okay, over here. So there you go. This is what he created using my Hoth decals. So to answer all this, to answer your question, Brian, that you can take my decals and you can shrink them down in either your printer or in a paint program like Photoshop or some other similar program. And if you scale them down, I think, well, Lego is 40%, and so this is, I think, is even smaller. These are like really tiny. And how I know that is because in this photo over here, if I hide it, there you go, OBS. That's his finger. Look how tiny the finger. The finger's not even the size of your finger, your index. So that's maybe a centimeter long. It's not even shorter than an inch. How tall is Lego? Lego is a little taller than 1 inch. So I think that yours would be like tabletop gaming, Brian, that you're talking about, like FFG scale. But those are tiny as well. The same size as Lego. So I'm thinking 40%. But anyway, so you can take my decals and shrink them and get them to be used in the thing. Will I offer this native on Etsy and different things like that? Probably not. I know there's a lot of people asking me for 6-inch versions of my decals because they collect Black Series. I don't collect Black Series, except I bought one Stormtrooper here in order to have a figure to go against the background of the 6-inch decals that I should make. I have to split myself, like clone myself, in order to do all the things that I want to do. It's just insane. I wish I could work super fast like the Flash, but anyway. But this is really cool. When he showed me this, I was like, oh my god, I don't even know. My eyes are burning just at the thought of working like tiny. I tried painting little tabletop figures for a convention in 2019. Oh my god, my eyes, they were so burning, and the result was so bad. Like a 5-year-old could paint better than what I was painting for. So anyway, so that shows you what he did with that. So yes, you can do that. So let me now go back to construction over here. Okay, and now I'm going to shut down my Photoshop because I don't need it. No. Okay. Now, let me see if I might have to move the table for you to see. If I pull the table a little bit, like this, move the camera back a little, but then I guess something. Oh my god, the vacuum fell on top of my BMF. If the BMF is broken, I will cry. Okay, so I am going to put this over here so I can kind of read the comments from time to time. I wish there was a ping or something that when you would comment, maybe it'll be different once if we try to do a different stream in Discord or whatever, but I think it's the same principle. But I think you could do a live YouTube and then stream it on Discord and then have the Discord chat instead of the YouTube chat, which is what I'm using Now, Brian says, I'm thinking about using shrunk down version for docking bays, Imperial ships like Death Star or Star Destroyer, Rebel base. Yes, that would be, obviously the ships, are huge if you're using them with the figure scales. Like the BMF is not even proper scale for the figures, and that is humongous. And not everyone has the space to do it. So you can definitely create a small docking bay miniature to fit your model ships and make it look like the film, even if there's no little figures. I guess you could print little rows of stormtroopers, like shrunk down, the way that ILM did for the Phantom Menace in the crowds there. Well, they used different methods. They used little Q-tips. I'm getting hiccups. Let me drink a bit of water. Yeah, they had used Q-tips for the heads in the stand for the pod race, but you could use like old school cardboards and then like put one behind the other, even do force perspective and different things. So all the possibilities are there. Okay, so let me adjust the camera, because now what I want to do is I want to go on the floor here and I want to try. Now it'll be a little Batman-y, this angle, but you'll be able to see what I'm trying to do. Okay. Now my tracking is off because I don't want this to move all over the place. These new cameras that I got really, really look nice. I'm looking at it up close on the screen there. And this is all because of my Etsy and Patreon support that you guys have been doing towards my artwork. So I'm really, really appreciative of all of that. So I reinvested into these new cameras for the streams and different things. And you should have seen the camera I had before. It was like if you had rubbed Vaseline all over the lens and stuff like that. So, okay. Let me go to the bottom of the floor. And once here, maybe I could move this more. I can move the chair. What did I just kick now? Move this. Oh, my BMF is still in one piece. This vacuum, I had to close the door because I don't want the cats here while I'm doing this. They are not happy. Okay, this goes here. Let me see. Okay, I'm trying to see at the same time on my iPad, moving it so I can see if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now I had kicked this over. So this, do you see this over here? Where's my hand? You don't. The table hides a little bit of it, but if I take my sheet of foam core over here. These are the big sheets that I've had for the longest time over here. There's a delay. I'm gonna have to see if you see what I'm seeing. Oh, there. Okay, there's no delay on the OBS thing. So if I could do like this. Now it covers the whole thing. Anyhow, you see this big sheet? This is the width, the maximum width that I could have over here for my Death Star. So this will be laying on the floor in this fashion. Now I have one of my tripods in the way here. I have a nice big office room. It used to be a kid's bedroom. You could fit a bed and different things here, but when you're trying to do a huge Death Star, oh my god! I hit the ceiling with my lights. Not good. Clumsy. I hope the light's still working. Not to mention the hole in the ceiling. Okay. I don't need this. So this over here, I'll there's already dust. I swept all the cat hair everywhere and everything. So if I go here like that, see, this is the width. I'm going to try to move the table because you can't see fully what I'm trying to explain. I have all these boxes under the table, tripods. Oh God, what a mess. Okay, and then garbage pails, cat carpets, extension cords, cat treats. Okay, I'm making a mess, a bigger mess, but okay, if I move this like this, do you see? Okay, you see a bit better. Now I'm hitting the camera. Okay, this out of the way. Okay, you're seeing a bit better of what I'm trying to do. Might have to adjust over here.